was right on time, about 10:30, so thank you for being patient with me as I finished a couple of other meetings. So I do know we have a couple resident announcements, so we'll go ahead and get started with those, and then we'll roll into some updates. Sound like a plan? All right. I will pass it to you, Madam President. I know you had some words of wisdom.
Wisdom. I want to invite you to the ROBO meeting tomorrow, Wednesday, Regency Oaks Resident Organization. You'll get to meet the board for 2026, the various committees, and the committee members. If you are a member of a committee, please show up, because we're going to ask you to stand so the whole world knows who you are. We would appreciate it. And also at tomorrow's meeting, we're going to be awarding the Wise Local Award. And the Wise Local Award is for somebody who has done something, many things over time, doing it well. So if you are nominated for that award, would you please come, because you might get the award. Thank you.
What time?
Oh, good question. The whole world's meetings are at 10:30.
It's a good time.
I just wanted to remind everybody that the youth from East Lake High School Technical Honor Society will be here the 10th of February, Tuesday at 3 p.m. in the Grand Lobby South to help you with your devices. Do not forget your passwords.
Yes, Miss Johanna. And just in case if you ever want to send me this information, I can always add it to a slide. That helps everyone.
I want to say thank you to everyone here on behalf of St. Francis Church who have been collecting for the homeless. They are just absolutely overwhelmed. The box that we took, or the collection we took away yesterday, was twice as much as the 2 weeks before. And so we're sort of calling a halt to it. They got enough. But there are a few things still there. It's going to go to the homeless. But really and truly, you have been so generous with your shoes and your blankets. They're just thrilled. Thank you.
You know, Johanna, I stuck some socks in too. I hope that was okay. Oh, okay.
You could put socks over there, but
Yeah, I
they
thought that
didn't
would be
ask for that, but I'm sure that they would be very welcome. Also, I would be remiss not to invite you to come to see our Regency Oaks players. They're not quite ready for Broadway, but they are ready for you, and you will be delighted with them. It's Thursday at 1:30 in this room, and we're going to go through 4 biblical scripts, and we have Adam and Eve as you have never seen them before. We have Noah and his wife in the ark, and they're not quite happy with it. And then Jonah, he tells you about what it was like in the belly of the fish. And then I'm Delightful Delilah, so come and see me.
Adam and Eve in rare form, huh? Any other resident announcements? Yes, Miss Candy.
Thank you. I just wanted to tell you all, we have a magical place here at Regency Oaks. Well, actually, we have more than one. But the one I'm speaking of is called the Brick and Vine. And Lou and I were lucky, smart, I don't know, enough last night to schedule a dinner there with another couple. And it's absolutely amazing. If you've not done it, signed up for it, you can have a chef's dinner. They will prepare the food for you. They will bring the food out and explain to you how it was cooked and what it is. And it's a magical evening. You don't ever have to go out anywhere because it's such a wonderful thing to do. So think about it. It's a new year. And if you're new and haven't seen the Brick and Vine, stop by and see it. And I will say you can also schedule an afternoon delight there. So check out the Brick and Vine and let me know if you have any questions.
Can you bring outside guests?
Outside guests, absolutely, yes. That happens often. Oh, yes, there's an extra charge.
How many does it Candy, how many does it hold? 8?
It can hold 8.
Up to
And
8.
if you want more, you can certainly go into the Oak Room.
Thank you, Ms. Candy. Any other announcements? Okay, so we'll get started with the announcements from leadership team. So just our weekly reminder, your favorite announcement, please return our luggage carts. We need those back. We've used those and we need those. Please return them. Oh, goodness. That's a little sideways. Basically, this is saying use the trash chutes properly. Put everything in a bag and use them during business hours as much as possible.
I tried to, oops, did I just shut myself? Ginger, did you mute me? You just replaced them, I saw her.
Testing.
I shut myself up. Anyhow, this is just I don't know what happened here, Betsy. It's sideways. But basically just be mindful, our trash chutes are near some residents' homes. So if it's very loud, if it's very heavy, please don't do it at 4 a.m. in the morning or midnight. Please make sure everything's in a bag. We've had a lot of issues with the trash falling into the bins and all over the service areas. So please just make sure you are using those trash chutes properly. So this again, we've had this up for a couple weeks now. This is again the annual homestead tax exemption forms. They are 3 questions. 4 questions. One is your name. The other one is, on January, do you live in an apartment and consider it your permanent home? The answer is yes. Do you have a contract with Regency Oaks? The answer is yes. Everyone that moved in signed some paperwork on the little dotted line. So everyone has a contract. The answer is yes. And do you claim homestead exemption on another property? Most of the time, the answer is no. I know there have been some recent move-ins where things are a little different, but 98% of the time, that answer is no. So if you do have questions about this, you can see Betsy. We do have a deadline for them to get those in. And you can leave them at the front desk, or you can leave them in the locked box in the town hall if you are worried about confidentiality. So I just want to make sure we can revisit that topic as we've gotten quite a few questions about it.
Lindsay, where is the box here?
We have the blue one that's right here on this hall in the corridor. It's a blue drop box that's here in the corridor of Town Hall. So if you ever want to leave anything there, we can also use that one. Kelly implemented that about a year ago for confidential documents, so there is one there. So just a reminder that Regency Oaks will be distributing the annual letters that will tell you what your tax deduction is for the year prior. They will be out in the next week. It is important that you give these letters to your tax preparer. So Betsy and Sherry Schweitzer, our Director of Financial Services, is working on that and will be giving you that information. Updates from Amy in Environmental Services. We hired a new housekeeper. They will be starting this week. We now have 1 position left to fill, so we do appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We're working on getting that last one filled very quickly. This week we'll be focusing on the north building, cobwebs, exit doors, trash rooms, etc. And then of course we'll move into the south. We just want to remind you we are starting to get a lot of work orders for environmental and maintenance. Please remember to place those work orders. You can do that through the app, you can do it through the front desk, but I know that a lot of directors are being inundated with work order requests, so let's just make sure we are starting the year off with following our processes. And that is utilizing the work order system that enables me, it's TELS, T-E-L-S. It enables me to be able to track and monitor and manage. So if you just stop me and give me a laundry list of your things, I can't always manage that the best way. I would love to, but I can't. So please, 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 for environmental, anything you see at the community, and for maintenance, please be using that work order process. Thank you in advance. Speaking of work orders, I think this is the largest number I've seen. Plant operations has completed 238 work orders. About 70 remain open. A lot of times those are preventative maintenance or things that are still in progress. And we also, myself, implemented our captain rounds process, where myself and directors are all assigned to a specific wing in a specific area that we walk and that we look for work orders and things and safety. And then we place those in TELS as well. That way we can keep an eye on these areas. We can't see everything, we don't see everything, so it is a team and a community effort. So we did get that pool pump, strainer pot kit, and seal plate gaskets replaced. We did replace the controller board and motors on automatic sliding door at the main entrance at the south building. We apologize, I know it was a little chilly. We had that down for about 2 days, so thank you for your patience for that. We are continuing the south wing, S-wing elevator. That date is still the 26th from the elevator company. We did have to replace a heater relay on the AC in the dining room in the healthcare. We are continuing to work with Blue Team on the soffit and rain gutter replacements from all of the hurricane damage. We did replace a heater relay in the gastro pub. We are, of course, continuing to work on the sealing and caulking on all the glass and lanais. And Blue Team, when it is not too cold or too hot or too windy or too rainy, are working on the roofs. That's what they tell me. So they're not working today. It's too cold, but when it does warm up a little bit, it is legitimate. When it's too cold, the actual materials won't stick. So we always kind of laugh. But they will be back. They are still working on the roofs, but that's probably why you haven't seen them in a couple of days. So just a little updates from Shantae and IHS. We actually have Beth, our regional resident services IHS director, here today, visiting and just doing some additional training on our medication program. But just want to remind you that we can help you with those services, dusting and baseboards, detail and cleaning. We can do baseboards, blinds, light fixtures, those hard to reach spaces, any of those small details, we can help you with that. So you can always reach out to 502 or 503 if you do need help with that deep cleaning aspect. Obviously, housekeeping will always clean your home, but IHS can help you with those deeper cleaning aspects. Health center update, we did get that respiratory outbreak. It has been resolved, so we would encourage visitation now. Remember, in the past, we were discouraging, not disallowing. We were discouraging, but it has now resolved, so if you would love to visit Health Center, you are free to. Just please, if you are feeling unwell or experiencing any symptoms, please postpone your visit until you're feeling better, so you don't take anything to them. And then I did ask Kyle at the beginning of this year that I can get updates from the health center. So if there's anything that you all would like to know or see, let me know and I can make sure to communicate on that. As of right now, they are currently working on their CEMP, which is their County Emergency Management Plan for Assisted Living and Skilled Nursing. They, of course, are monitor regulatory, so they have certain timelines and certain things that they absolutely have to do for state and federal compliance, and this is one of them. So Kelly is actually out on PTO this week. She is on a cruise, but she wanted me to make sure, hopefully she's warm, wanted me to make sure that it is that time of year again. Your health history forms will be placed in the boxes this weekend. Please complete and return to the front desk. If you do need any assistance, Kelly or Carol can help you fill those out. And if you want an electronic copy, Kelly or Carol can get that to you. Again, we highly encourage these. We can't make you do these, but they do help us in the event of an emergency, just to know what's going on with you. It asks, do you have any allergies? It asks current medical issues, any surgeries, dietary restrictions, and any communicable diseases. So this is important information. Obviously, if you have a fall or if something happens and EMS has to be called, we are able to use these in order to action plan and to assist you. So we do highly encourage them, but we understand some people want to maintain their health status as confidentiality, and you have that right and autonomy to do so. But if you're wanting us to be able to help you, this information does that. It helps us help you. So we highly encourage you getting these back to Kelly and Carol. So Carol did want me to mention Baycare Labs. They do have an illness, so they will not be here tomorrow. They are out sick, so she'll get some more information out about that. And she will be calling everyone who signed up to let them know. So you might be hearing from her specifically, just to let you know they will not be here tomorrow due to illness. That's as much as we know that they communicated. Just our weekly reminder, as I mentioned, we had 72 new depositors and more than that for new move-ins, because sometimes it was husband and wife. So please remember to wear your name badge. We do have a lot of new residents that would like to learn your names and greet you properly. So just your weekly reminder, and we're in mind this week, to wear your name badge for all of our new residents and employees. We've got new employees as well. As far as COVID, we do not have any current active cases that I am aware of, but we will continue to track and monitor that. We did see the respiratory resolve and the flu subside, but with this cold snap, I will say I anticipate some of that increasing again. It's just how it goes. So this week in activities, so Tuesday, January 20th, of course today we do have our QR code tutorial that is following today's Tuesday talk. It'll be here around 11 in the town hall. On Wednesday the 21st, as Margaret mentioned, we will have our Row Quarterly at also 10:30 in town hall. Thursday the 22nd, the Regency Oaks Players Performance at 1:30 in town hall. Friday the 23rd, vocal cords at 12:45 in town hall. And then Saturday the 24th, line dancing at 11 a.m. in the Grand Lobby South. So continued updates from food and beverage. Of course, we give time for chef to get acclimated and to start learning the community. They are continuing their scheduled events. So we have the beer club featuring the jalapeno brats. 27th is that food and wine pairing featuring the pork ossobuco. The 28th is our gourmet featuring Chef Todd's Choice. I still haven't heard what that is yet, so I'm sure they'll get that out. The 29th is theme night for Greek, buffet and dress up. Just that reminder that the North is closed for lunch and the pub's closed for dinner on that day, just for the theme night. And just for your FYI, it shouldn't be a major change, but as a company, we are changing our juice provider to Florida's Natural. So you'll just see a difference in the juice and some of the coffee in the water. So more information to come from food and beverage team on that. We will of course still be offering juices, just really a different provider. From the sales team, as of today, we only have 6 apartments available. So that is quite an accomplishment and quite a pickle when you have to have 50 sales for the year. So that will be my cross to bear. We will figure that out. But the Ambassador Appreciation Event today is Wednesday the 28th from 2 to 4 p.m. in the sales office. As I mentioned, we are 96% occupied, and we are on track for 5 closes to a budget of 4. We have had a significant amount of move-outs in January. Fortunately, that includes residents that have passed, as well as some that have needed to move to a higher level of care. So that is really how, obviously, we will continue, is as apartments come available, it will be a very, very strategic game of reselling. So, as far as Blue Team, like I said, they are working on the roof that is in progress of the flat part of the roof. They are working on replacing the sales center, that cupola that's there in the middle. They are completing the gutters and drain spouts throughout the community. We of course do have the scaffolding on the P-wing as they finish those repairs. They are working on the entire north and south pressure washing. And just that weekly reminder, they will be picking up the debris at the end of the project. They will be repairing the paving, and they will be repairing the landscaping. They also have informed us of an additional aspect to their scope of work. So they are starting today, actually, around 9-10 a.m. They have a few select units that they observed damage per their scope. So they are working on vinyl windows. So they will be coming and replacing the screens the following week, and the vinyls will be the week after. They are beginning with a specific list of P-wing, and those residents have been notified. So if you are notified, you are part of this scope. If you are not notified, you are not. This was something determined by Blue Team. After the hurricane, they went through and did a comprehensive assessment of which ones they have approved to be addressing. So as of now, that's as much information as I have. We have the list, and Betsy's been communicating that those are the residents that they will go in and fix any issues with those vinyl screens. This is not to be confused with the sealing and caulking of the glass lanais, and not to be confused with the power washing of the buildings. So Blue Team, we are of course trying to get them to move on with their lives and give us our community back. So there are lots of projects and scopes going on, and they are on a timeline with the adjusters and insurance. So lots going on. We will communicate as much as possible, as much as I know you will know, I promise you, from them as we continue to finalize these aspects. So we did want to share that our celebrity award was Christian Serrano. Absolutely amazing. We had our first employee event. We do that quarterly. It is our all-staff employee, and we presented him with 500 EI points. And you know that's part of our Extraordinary Impressions Rewards program, where they're able to go online and buy lots of really fun things. So 500 points he can do a lot with, and he was awarded that for going above and beyond for making our residents, new and current, feel welcome at Regency Oaks. So just congratulations to Christian. Super proud of him, super happy to have him, and just really, really happy with that. So, yeah, Christian, such a sweet boy. Thank you for that. And then just really a little bit of updates for me, as I mentioned. Some of it is repeated just to kind of keep it on the agenda, because once I take it off, I don't want to forget it. But we are continuing to work on the design for the north and the south dining rooms. We actually have a call scheduled this week. We have completed options for the carpet. We are now looking into paint and dining room chairs. So we are working on that process for both the north and the south dining room with Pie Architects, the interior design team that specializes in senior living. So I'll have more information after that call. We of course are continuing with our elevators. Again, the ETA, as I mentioned, is on the 26th. Mentioned the flat roofs in progress. I did just want to give my weekly reminder, the CapEx have not been approved yet. I did get prelim set, but I have not gotten the final approval, so I don't want to communicate that just in case anything changes at the last minute, because that is a decision that is done by ownership, but that's beyond my control, so I don't want to tell you something and then change it. We are, of course, focused on our annual evals process. We are actually leading the portfolio in completion. Regency Oaks has finished all of our initial steps to the annual evals, which is everyone doing a self-eval. And the next step is we all go and meet with all of our team members and complete their in-person evals. And essentially that will parlay into the March annual salary increase process. So we did discuss the ceiling and caulkings of Lanai's. That is just the glass for now. We discussed the difference in the various projects. We do have a vendor that is coming on site today that is going to be installing a pad for a conduit for a town hall generator hookup. I know I mentioned that we were trying to obtain a generator for this space, not only for our use, but for the recipient of sister communities that might be in the direct hit of a disaster. So ownership has wanted and has facilitated a generator hookup for our town hall. So you will see a lovely little concrete pad somewhere around here with a hookup and a conduit for that to eventually be the case. I would love to hide it somehow, that was my question, but there's more to it than that. Unfortunately, it's going to rely on the interior wiring in the ground is what they're coming out to identify. But I did ask them if they could just hide it and me not look at it. That would be great. That's right. So just a reminder, we did get new outdoor heaters. We have those placed out there. We do have the hand sanitizers for the elevators. We'll probably leave those up just because it's not a bad practice to have those in place always. We did get the pool fixed and then another issue happened, so we are working on getting that part fixed. We should have that up very soon. I do have a RORO DRR designated resident representative, which you voted was your president, Margaret. So we have an LCS meeting at Freedom Plaza Sun City Center on Thursday, the 22nd. So that's where Margaret and I will be most of the day that day. We do have a couple positions open throughout the community in assisted living, healthcare, food and beverage, sales. So we are working on getting those positions filled. Janie is our recruiter and she does a fantastic job of getting those filled quickly. So we are continuing to focus on that. So every year around this time, that kind of happens to be the trend, but we will get that taken care of and resolved. And then I have wanted it to be a focus of mine this year is to kind of continue working with food and beverage on all things programming. So I actually have a weekly meeting now with Chef Todd, Ricky, and Dustin, so we can kind of continue focusing on all things food and beverage between myself and them, so I can kind of keep a pulse and various initiatives as well as CapEx items that we are receiving for programming. So lots of exciting stuff, working with Candy, of course, as well, and the committee, and just looking to see what we can do to enhance your experience in that program and in that department. So other than that, that's all the updates for today, just a little bit. Any questions for me?
It's not really a question, but I understand the name gourmet dinner is no longer going to be used, that we're going to use the term chef's table.
I don't know about that.
No, it hasn't been decided yet.
That I'm aware
Ricky
of.
told us last week,
Oh,
Tuesday.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely have him communicate on that. I wasn't aware, but
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
I would love to know the ratio of caregivers to patients in the healthcare center.
I can get that information for you. I do not know it as of today. I do know it is significantly more than the benchmark, the state requirement, and our competitors.
Great.
But I can get that for you.
Great, thank you.
Did I understand? You're saying that the screens would be replaced?
Not all of them, but yes.
Do I need to put a work order in for that?
No, that is going to be completely driven by Blue Team. They have a list, and Betsy will be communicating with the residents on that list only.
So I'll let you know if you're on the list.
Yeah, we can let you know if you're specifically.
I have a question about the dining room project. Is it going to be structural too, or is it simply, paint and
Paint and carpet. Paint, carpet, and chairs.
So it'll stay the same way it looks. It's just it'll be a better.
It
look.
won't stay the same way it looks.
Have a better look.
It will stay the same structurally, yes. But as far as the aesthetics, the interior design, it will be different. Because it will have different paint and carpet. Any other questions? Yes.
Will you make sure that everybody who's eligible for those tax forms submitted them? We don't
We can't hear.
Those tax forms that you were talking about, do you make sure that everybody who's eligible for one did submit one?
Yes, exactly.
So those of you that do not submit the ad valorem forms, about a week before the deadline, I start knocking on your door. I will track you down, because I know you want the money at the end of the year, so yes.
That's correct. We will stalk you. But to give you money.
Just a reminder that at 2 o'clock here in the town hall, any teachers are invited to come, and we're just going to have a little round table and talk and meet each other.
Anything else?
The home extension form, do we have to sign it in front of one of your directors? No more? Okay.
No, I don't know the time you had to, but no, you do not. Ah, okay, good to know. Any other questions? Okay, well, have a happy, warm Tuesday. Thank you for coming. Thank you for collaborating. Oh, did you have something?
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, yes.